Welcome. We're going to do a lunge sequence. It's my variation of a Bowspring sun salutation. So come into earth pose with globe hands. Make a circle with your fingers and a circle with your arms. Then from your heart, push out on all sides of your rib cage and lift it up toward the sky. And then exhale, sit your hips back. Finally, press your head back and lift it up toward the sky. Breathe now. Standing on your right leg, drag your left foot, coming into propeller pose. Bend the back leg square. Push your knees forward and your hips back. Keep your head back and your ribs lifted. And step back into high lunge. From your heart, again, push out through all sides of your rib cage. Then push your knees forward and your hips back. Press your head back. Then from your heart again, spread your wings wide V-vector arms. Exhale, sit your hips back. Inhale, rise up toward the sky. Exhale, root back and down toward the earth. Inhale, rise up. One more. Exhale, sit. Inhale, rise. Come back to globe hands and push your knees forward and your hips back. Then put your back knee on the ground for low lunge. Spread your wings again. Spread your arms in a wide V. Park your left hip by sitting your hip back and widening it to the left. Then come back up and step back to kneeling. Bend forward and put your fingertips on the ground. Then come into bright springy hands on the ground. It's springtime. Walk your knees back a couple of inches. Then push into your arms and fill up your rib cage. Root your hips back as you lift your tail. Press your head back up. And breathe. With your back ribs full and your tail lifted, do a few pulses. Exhale, sit back again toward your heels. Inhale, bring your ribs forward. Do that a couple more times, moving with your breath. Tuck your toes and spring up, crouching cat. Full radiant heart. Dig in with your paws and push your knees forward and your hips back, and then press your head back. Pulse in crouching cat. Exhale, sit back again. Inhale, come forward. Do that a couple more times with your own breath. Then twisted cat to the right. Twist your feet and knees to the right. Crescent to the left and come up on your right fingertips. Breathe into your ribs as you lift them up. With your knees bent, push into your paws, the front part of your feet. Then push your knees forward and your groins back. Finally, press your head back. Tip your left ear toward your shoulder, lift your ribs high. Pulse here 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. Then come back to crouching cat. Twist your feet and knees to the left. Come up on your left fingertips as you crescent right. Lift your ribs high. Push your knees forward, your hips back, and press your head back. Then tip your right ear more toward your shoulder as you lift your left ribs toward the sky. Pulse here. Exhale, sit back. Inhale, lift your ribs. Exhale, root. Inhale, rise. One more time. Exhale. And inhale, lift your ribs. Come back to crouching cat. Cat burglar. Spring forward as quietly as you can. Spring back, and then spring forward again. Come into a wide standing forward bend. Slide your hands up to your thighs. Step your legs closer together and come back to globe hands. With a radiant heart, hips back, head back. Standing on your left leg now, drag your right foot. Come into propeller pose. Breathe. Step back now into high lunge. From your heart, spread your wings into a wide V. Press your knees forward and your hips back. Keep your head back and lifting up toward the sky. Let's add pulsation. Exhale, sit back. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, root back toward the ground. Inhale, rise up to the sky. One more. Exhale, root. Inhale, rise. Come back to globe hands. Push your knees forward and your hips back. Come down to low lunge. From your heart, spread your wings. Then sit back and widen your right hip to the right. Park it. So there's a smile in your right groin and a smile on your face. Then step back to kneeling. Sit back. Come into all fours pose. Push into both arms. Make your elbow creases face each other as you expand your rib cage. Radiant heart. Then, with hero feet, push the tops of your feet down. Push your ankles up and curl your toes back toward your heels. From the action in your feet, engage your legs all the way up to your hips and lift your tail. Press your head back. And now add pulsation. Exhale, sit back. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, root. Inhale, rise. One more. Exhale, sit. Inhale, ribs forward, head back. Tuck your toes and spring up, crouching cat. Halts. Then twisted cat right, crescent left. This time slide your right paw back beside your left paw for side chair. You can sit your heels toward or to the ground as you bring your right arm in ecstasy, hand on the side of your head. Breathe into your ribs and lift them high. Push your knees forward, your hips back, head back, crescent to the side, side chair. Breathe. Then come back to crouching cat. Go twisted cat left. Slide your left foot back beside your right foot. Bring your left hand to the side of your head. Fill up your ribs. Dig in with your paws and push your knees forward, your hips back. Head back. Crescent to the side. Lift the top ribs high. And breathe. Come back to crouching cat. Cat burglar again. So spring forward, spring back, and spring forward. Slide your hands up to your thighs. Step your legs closer together. Come to globe hands, earth pose. Close your eyes now and open your mouth. Enjoy your breath. Open your eyes now. Bring your hands together in front of your heart. Namaste. Thank you for practicing with me.